Um, I was I was looking at something on my phone. I can't remember. And this video of Adele came up. Well, actually, it was like a picture. It was like it was like a screenshot of it or something. I can't remember. But this picture of Adele came up, and Adele was rocking the. Oh, first of all, Adele is bad. All right, Adele done lost about 250 pounds or something, whatever the fuck. Adele is bad. She's looking the way she needs to look. Definitely. I was at work earlier this week, and this guy from work he was asking me. He's like, "Yo, what kind of girls do you like? Like, what's your type?" And I used to be like strictly black. Not gonna lie, strictly black. I think a lot of that had to do with my comfort level, and also my location. I'm from the DC area. The nickname for DC is Chocolate City. Go figure, right? It's a lot of black people there. And black is beautiful. I mean, that's just the way it is. Everybody knows that. So it was like the best of both worlds. Black is beautiful. It's convenient. It's what I'm used to. It makes me comfortable. Why not? Then the more I started to travel, I started to experience different races, white, Hispanic, Indian, Asian, etc., right? Islander. And unbeknownst to me, all those different groups of women fucked with black guys. Crazy, right? Like you tell a kid that's been in the inner city his whole life, who never saw a white person until he went to high school, that there's other races out there that like black guys. He ain't gonna believe you. I was that guy. I didn't believe that shit for nothing. And the a lot of people argument that the the over sexualization of black men is a problem, and you shouldn't confuse the two. You shouldn't confuse that a woman likes you for you and a woman likes you just because you're black. And I understand that theory. I understand that point of view. However, I don't give a fuck because I'm not looking to cuff none of these bitches. I'm just doing me. A la back to the last episode about commitment. It don't fucking matter. You want to over sexualize me? Cool. That's what I'm here for anyway. Let's get to it. Oh, you want to check me off your bucket list? Cool. Fuck it. I'm probably doing the same thing. So who am I to be upset about that? I'm just out here living my life. You don't have to like me for me. I don't plan on you being here that long anyway. But back to what I was saying about Adele. So Adele was seen wearing bento knots, right? The little twist in your hair, shit like that. And she was wearing like a Jamaican bikini and shit. And people caught offense. They went crazy over that. And they were saying, "Oh, Adele's out here, appropriating black life, and white people are always trying to make a fashion statement with black lifestyle. But then in a professional setting, a black person wears that same hairstyle and they're ridiculed." And I was thinking about it and I was like, yo, what is the difference between appropriation and appreciation? Because I know some white people that are familiar with black culture and they just appreciate it, you know? And I'm like, damn, do white people or Asian or people or Hispanic people really need a pass? Because it's not just a white and black thing. You got Hispanic people who are out here saying nigga. To me, that's culture appropriation. You think just because you're a minority that you can get away with saying our lingo all, without any recourse or anything like that, or repercussions. You got Asian people out here breakdancing like they fucking kid and play. Everyone knows hip hop. One of the elements of hip hop is breakdancing, along with DJing, graffiti, and things like that. You got guys in Italy who are better at graffiti than anybody I ever seen. So what is the line? What is the line between appropriation and appreciation? Do I think Adele was trying to appropriate the hairstyle with the bento knots? I don't think so. I mean, it was apparently for like some type of carnival or something that was going on, so it had relevance, but then the argument could be like, oh, well, you just look at black culture as a costume, something you can put on and take off, and kind of looking at it for play. Like you don't know the history behind it. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair to hold somebody to a standard that you don't hold somebody else. And when I say somebody else, I mean somebody else that's black. I don't think a lot of people know about the history of a lot of black shit. But because they're black, it's kind of like either assumed, or it's like, oh, you just get grandfathered in because you're black. I'm not giving people a pop quiz to wear a hairstyle. I can tell through common sense if a person is about that life or not. Because you also got like white people out here with the Rasta locks and shit. That shit just looks messy. But I don't know if they know I don't know if they know the culture behind it or not. But it just looks messy. So I'd rather they don't do it. But yeah, I really don't know what the difference is. I will say that a lot of people out here, and you kind of get this fuck, what was I gonna say? Whatever, fuck it. I think some people out here love the fact that they can be black without being black. You know what I mean? Like they get almost like a sense of danger, or a sense of exoticness. Oh, I have my cornrows and my, you know my hip hop music, and I can be edgy. But then, when it's all said and done, I can take those cornrows out and, be Becky from the block all over again. Now those people that do that shit, shame on you. Being black is not a fad. Being black is not a fad at all. And don't try to sit here and make the argument with, oh, well, black people get perms to get their hair straight. Are they appropriating white culture? No. I can tell you right now, if curly hair was held acceptable in the workplace, I don't think many women would perm their hair. I don't think many women would be out here getting lace fronts and weaves and shit. But that's their only option. That's your only option to be perceived as professional, is for you to have straight hair. It's kind of ridiculous, but it is what it is, right? I think if you really want to be about that black life, quote unquote, I think if you really want to be on BLM movement. You gotta be willing to die for this shit. Because our ancestors died over this shit. You gotta be willing to die for this shit. You gotta be willing to go to jail for this shit. You gotta be willing to have your family cut you off for this shit. Like, it's this dude named China Mac. I saw him on YouTube. China Mac is this, yo, he a whole OG goon ass dude up in New York. And he's Chinese. But when I see him, I know he about that life. He really about that life. He been to jail. He did his time. He really about that life. So it's like, cool. If that's what you want to do, if that's what you want to live by, you want to be, a product of your environment, so to speak. Cool. I can accept that, because I'm not looking at you as, you just looking at it as like, oh, this would be dope, a dope Instagram video. You know what I mean? Like,